Yeah, so how much is it worth?
A lot. I just want to make sure it gets there.
Yeah.
In my haste to enjoy Snow Day, I may have accidentally broken my camera. Not a lot, just enough to lose one of the channels on the mic input, but that was enough to actually stop my shotgun mic from working and basically put my whole camera out of action from a vlogging perspective. Now I've got my iPhone on my Joby Pod right here, and it's going to be exciting to try out something new. That's the theme for today, is trying out something new, because today is the day when I sign my letter and I officially hand in my notice, quit my job and start the countdown to my new job. So here we go. I am literally about to sign the letter that is going to secure me the new job. It is poignant. I've been here a long time, 13 years in the financial services environment, made loads and loads of good friends, lifetime friends. Changing job is a really, really scary thing to do. It's a big day, it's a big day. Let's get this thing signed and done. So that's it. Final thing is I just need to send off an email with my notice. I've always tried to maintain a level of discomfort, pushing myself and stretching myself, and in order to be able to do that, you have to be less comfortable in whatever you are doing. That allows you to take that growth mindset and learn lots of new things and do lots of new things. I've always wanted to be moving forward, and I get frustrated if I'm not. So something like this is a big change, but at the same time kind of fits my character and the kind of things I want to do. It's good to sometimes look in the external market and see just how much you're worth. People will pay for that experience if you choose the right time to leave, you have the right skill sets, and you can choose something that's transferable that they are going to be interested in. You also get a really good sense of what people are looking for and what they might be looking for in the future. So that can also, even if you have no intentions of moving out, it can help your own career trajectory, because it will give you a sense of what's being highly valued right now in the recruitment space and how you might be able to develop towards that. Back in one of the first rooms I ever did a workshop, like 10 years ago. It is weird coming back here. It's nice to kind of stroll down memory lane and think of it kind of differently. There's no job that would be a great job if all the stuff that you could do is really interesting, but the people that you worked with just weren't people that you bonded with or had fun with. The hardest thing about moving out is all of those friendships, all of that familiarity that I've built up over the years and all those people around me. Now, of course, there's new people to meet in the new job and new things to look forward to, but that's an unknown. And that's a common barrier for people, is because something is an unknown, they're less likely to actually go out and do it, and they want to stay within their own comfort zones rather than exploring out and doing different things. I think it's really only when you stretch yourself and you move yourself into that discomfort area that you really start to appreciate how much you can actually achieve and how much you can do if you continue to push yourself and take that growth mindset into different things. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. That doesn't mean I haven't had loads of moments where I've been absolutely terrified, but it's been really refreshing to go through that process. Just remember that there is that external world out there, and there are so many different things that I've yet to go out and explore, and this is going to give me the opportunity to do it. I'm really, really positive about it. It's still very poignant, especially today. You know, it's quite raw. I've only just given him my notice. So it is exciting, but you know, right now in this very moment, walking around all of these old halls, you know, it is quite poignant. Now, I haven't really moved a lot in my entire time here. I've basically been in this wing right here for most of the last 10 years I've been in. I've moved around floors, but I've basically been in this wing. It's only when you take a step away from it that you realise just how small a world that is. You know, one of the things that really brought the point home about how I needed a change was I started thinking about this commute that I do every single day, and I started looking at the floor and I realised I could tell you exactly where I was just by a picture of a portion of the floor in that walk. And it was at that point I was like, I need to change now. I can't do any shots of me actually like walking into shot because the mic is on a wire. Now, making a move like this, it's going to take some preparation, and there needs to be a strategy behind the moves you're making to project you into somewhere you want to be in the future. I've been cultivating my network for a really long time and specializing in a specific area of expertise, so that at some point in the future I would be a marketable product for a new job, and that's paid off for me. I've managed to leverage my network, and I've put in a ton of time continuously meeting new people and making new and important connections that I can use later on. So none of this comes as a sudden thing that happens. It's had a ton of investment behind it and an end point that I wanted to get to with a really clear vision throughout that time as to where I'd end up. I'm happy to be moving out knowing that I'm making the best move strategically for myself, for my long-term plan, and that if I stayed where I was, I wouldn't be moving towards that plan. So if you're in that space where you're thinking, oh, I'd love to do that, I just don't know how I would do it, just start projecting where you want to be in the future and what that future would look like for you. That's going to help start to illuminate a path for you to explore, which then means you can put in the steps in order to be able to achieve that end vision. Something that I am looking forward to for all of you guys is to not be walking the same route and getting footage of the same route over and over again. I'm going to be in lots of different places, which means lots of new stuff to film and more variation for you. So it's a win-win situation. I get to share this story and provide more to you at the same time, and that's really important to me, is providing as much high-value stuff to you as possible.